Kondapalli, a village situated around 16 kilometers away from the cultural capital of Andhra Pradesh, Vijayawada, is a familiar name in the state. Surrounded amidst sprawling green paddy fields and a hill range of 24 kilometers around, this hamlet provides a visual treat to nature lovers. This geographically tiny place has in it centuries of grand history. A special place has been allotted to this place in the annals of Andhra Pradesh history. Kondapalli Fort, situated in the heart of the village, proudly proclaims its past glory and its historic significance. In the 14th century, the Reddy Rajas of Krishna district declared independence from the Delhi Sultanate. At this point of time, it was Prolaya Vemareddy of Kondaveedu Kingdom who took keen interest in building a fort in Kondapalli. During the regime of Virupaksha Devaraya, the Gajapati clan occupied the fort and made it the southern border of their kingdom. In 16th century, with the defeat of Gajapatis at the hands of Krishna Devaraya, Kondapalli, along with Vijayawada, became a part of the Vijayanagaram kingdom. The Vijayanagaram Empire collapsed after the famous Tallikota battle in 1565. Golconda Nawab Kuli Qutub Shah and the ruler of Kondapalli, Ramachandra Gajapati, battled with each other at Penuganji Prolu. Shah won the battle, and Kondapalli Fort became the property of the Qutub Shahis. The Kondapalli Fort got a facelift during the Qutub Shahis' reign. The fort was strengthened and elaborated by adding new structures. With the advent of colonial masters, an impressive three-storied rock tower, a witness to the glory of many dynasties, became a base to the British. Kondapalli, once a seat of power and a business centre, became a military training base under the British rulers. There is an interesting legend attached to the history of this fort, which is quite popular with the common folk. The legend goes like this. Near the fort, there is a dargah of a Persian saint, Garib Sahib. A legend goes that the palace women and the saint were always at loggerheads. Unable to bear the trouble, the queen of the palace ordered the beheading of the saint. Even after he was beheaded, the saint fought valiantly and dragged the fort soldiers to a distance of 20 kilometers without his head. Another important attraction of Kondapalli is its world-famous toy industry. This tiny village is a home for the world-famous Kondapalli toys. Many regions in India specialize in making toys. In the southern state of Andhra Pradesh, Nirmal, Etikoppaka, and Tirupati are some of the other places associated with wooden toys crafted with great style. Kondapalli toys have admirers throughout the world. Kondapalli toys have carved a niche of their own in the world of handicrafts. Recently, GI, Geographical Indication, a rare honor, has been bestowed upon Kondapalli toys. Kondapalli toys have emerged as the first handmade toys from Andhra Pradesh to be granted this honor. These beautiful folk toys remind each one of the good olden days. Toys bring back to life the erstwhile village life. These unique toys, with their colorful, eloquent, exuberant, and lofty style, create a connection with a world everybody dreams to live. No wonder their pleasing presence has always assured them a special place in all the prominent festivals celebrated in southern India. They occupy a proud place in festivals like Bommala Kolavu, Dasara, and Pongal. The traditional craftsmen who make these famed toys are called Arya Kshatriyas. The toys are made at home, and the work involves the entire family. Some 500 artisans from 116 families dependent on the craft now enjoy the privilege of being the exclusive makers of this toy. Making these toys is no child's play. It takes a very long time to fashion each one. The skills displayed by the craftsmen of this village in the production of toys are laudable. This traditional art form has been handed down from one generation to another. It continues to be the main livelihood of the people of Kondapalli. It is believed that these artists had migrated from Rajasthan, since the pointed nose and veil of the human figures is reminiscent of the 17th century Rajasthani style. Besides Rajasthani, the artwork of Kondapalli artisans also reflects the strong impact of Islamic style, since the influence of Islamic idiom is prominent in some of the toys. Pen stand, Dasavtara set, Ambari elephants, Kondapalli doll, assorted soldiers, bullock cart, palanquin bearers, caparisoned elephants, and farmer couples are aesthetically appealing and provide valuable insight into the culture of the state as well. The themes centered on mythology, rural life, and animals. These toys exhibit joyous and realistic expressions. The sight of deities and characters from the epics bring heavenly peace. The raw material for these magnificent artworks come from the nearby Kondapalli hills. These hills are abundant with Pterocarpus, Terminalia, Enogysis, and Logostrainae and Casuarina trees. But the artisans of Kondapalli prefer a kind of soft wood called puniki to manufacture toys. One is amazed to learn that this white-colored wood is specially grown in and around the village of Kondapalli for producing the Kondapalli toys. It is not an easy task to convert the lifeless wood into magnificent pieces of art. Nimble-fingered artisans carve with aplomb as characters emerge and evolve from the light, soft wood. Although it is difficult to infuse life into small blocks of wood, the Kondapalli toys are exceptions. They are very lively. Every small detail, including the appearance of the face, is looked into and carefully carved. There are several processes involved in the making of Kondapalli toys. In fact, it is very interesting to watch these beautiful toys being made. Once the wood is collected from the hills, it is dried in the hot sun to make it moisture-free. The wood is further treated with heat to make it moisture-free. The craftsmen first cut the wood into the appropriate size. Then, the wood is seasoned and is given a shape of a preferred toy. Each organ of the image is carved separately. When the right shape has been given by chipping the surface, separate parts are glued together with a natural adhesive made of tamarind, wood, and sawdust. All the separate organs of the toys are carefully attached. Lapam is used to fix the limbs of toys. This paste is also used for giving the final touch. The toy is then left for a day or two to dry. Artisans are very careful while choosing colors for their artworks. They choose the colors that symbolize the character of the image. Once the toy is sufficiently dried, it is colored with watercolors using a goat hair brush. Kondapalli artisans prefer natural vegetable dyes and watercolors to modern synthetic adhesives and paints to paint the toys. If the Kondapalli toys are made for the domestic market, oil paints are generally used, and if they are being made for a special occasion, then enamel paints are used. The colored toys look very beautiful, and no one can resist the temptation to purchase one or two as ornamental pieces. It is saddening to know that the lives of Kondapalli artisans who manufacture colorful and exuberant pieces of art are dark and gloomy. The entire family, including women and children, participate in the manufacture of toys. Women basically work from their homes. Though busy throughout the day in household chores, they take the additional responsibility of making toys in their little leisure time. It is not an easy task to prepare these magnificent pieces of art. The returns artisans get are not in proportion to the hardships and is not encouraging. toy made of natural dyes costs 4 times more than that made with synthetic dyes. Even then, the artisans never compromised with the quality of their artwork. Stupendous increase in the production costs and meager support from the government stand tall as impediments in this toy-making industry. Though the traditional crafts of Andhra Pradesh are struggling for existence, it is very pleasing and encouraging to know that the demand for Kondapalli toys is ever soaring in national and international markets. The price of the Kondapalli toys is pleasantly surprising. Apart from the village of Kondapalli, they are found in state emporiums and in handicrafts exhibitions held in various parts of the state. Children will surely love to receive these Kondapalli toys as gifts. Not just for children, Kondapalli toys are used in festivals and cultural occasions and are a delight for people of all ages. The village of Kondapalli is indeed an important and inseparable part of the cultural heritage of India.